everyone, this is Melissa with communicatewithangels.com, and today's topic is how past lives influence you today. So, first of all, we might want to address that you are a soul, and this is not your first experience on planet Earth, likely if you're watching this video anyway. And so you are the sum total of all of your experiences from this lifetime and from previous lifetimes. That has formed your personality and who you are today. So how do your past lives influence you today? Well, the first thing I want to be really clear about is the point of this is not to live in the past. The past is done, it can't be changed, but it has had an influence on who you are now. This lifetime is the most important thing, so don't get caught up in wanting to know all about your past lives for the fun of it. But sometimes having a little understanding gives you a perspective that helps you to move forward now. So that's the purpose of what I'm going to share with you today. So one of the ways that past lives influence you is through the traits that you have, both positive and negative. First, I really want to acknowledge the positive side of things because we tend to focus on the negative with this. But there are certain gifts and talents and strengths and innate abilities that you have brought with you from past lifetimes because of the things that you experienced and mastered in those past life experiences. So for example, I had an awareness of a previous lifetime way back in Roman times where I was a male and I was learning how to use an abacus and I was a mathematician. And so in this current lifetime, when I was in high school, math came really easily to me. And when I had my time teaching kids, teaching math came really easily to me. But was it what I came to do this lifetime? No. It was an innate talent that I had, but it wasn't interesting to me that much, and there wasn't anything more for me to learn, so it's not what I came to do now, but I brought with me that innate capacity. Now, you can, of course, bring not so positive traits with you. And it often happens when somebody's had a time of transition in the past lifetime that was traumatic, or they have regretted things they've done, or they've taken on certain beliefs based on what happened to them in the past. So if you were burnt at the stake for being a witch in a past lifetime, you may be afraid now to share about your spirituality because you've brought with you that innate fear of opening up about who you really are in your spirituality. Okay, so there's many more examples like that. That's a common one though, that fear of, revealing who you are to the world because of the retribution that happened in previous lifetimes. Okay, so you've brought that with you, and you can now acknowledge that you don't have to live from fears that came from hundreds of years ago. That's the value of becoming aware of what happened in your past lives. How else do past lives influence you today? They influence you in familiarity with things, people, places, activities, certain hobbies perhaps. You'll have a familiarity when you meet people that you knew in past lives. You have a familiarity when you go to places that you've been to in past lives. Richard and I loved going to Scotland a few years ago, and Ireland actually, because we had lifetimes together in those countries, and they were positive lifetimes where we were successful, and so we remember that. I live in Virginia right now, and after I moved here, I realized that I'd had about 3 past lives in Virginia. So I was attracted to that same environment to kind of keep building on what I experienced in the past. And that's actually the third thing that I wanted to share with you today, is that it's a building block. So the past lives influence you where you kind of feel like you're picking up where you left off. And the danger is making the same mistakes over and over and over again, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. So as you become more aware of who you really are as a soul and the experiences you've had, you want to see, how can I change things? How can I build on all that amazing experience and wisdom that I've put together from the past and expand it even more? You're here this lifetime to expand your state of consciousness into new areas of self-understanding. So that's your mission for this lifetime. Hope that was helpful and intriguing. Let me know in the comments below, and please like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. It would really help me out a lot. And while you're here, have a look at my website, communicatewithangels.com. I have some free resources there for you, and look forward to seeing you over there. Bye for now.